am back from lunch. Did I turn volume? I did turn volume back on. All right, I am back from lunch. Before we get too much further in, I want to check something. We're going to go to Ritchieville zipped. Dixie is testing Ritchieville, said she's not seeing Express personnel in the global company menu, and I just checked the XML. Everything in the XML looks fine. Everything's turned on. So I just want to check something here really quick, and we'll get back into Richie's Hollow. So I'm not going to mess with my... Let's go into the test map. And let's see if what comes up for Express staffing. And then we'll get back into Richie's Hollow. I won't finish Richie's Hollow today. There's still way too much on the to-do list. So we should have Express staffing. It is. So the hotspot's working. So I want to see if Control G and we have no Express staffing, but everything's turned on. Yeah, I have no idea why. I'll have to figure that one out. Everything looks good in... There's no errors in the log. Everything looks good in the XML. So let me just check the log real quick. Make sure nothing's popping up with... Yeah, no errors with Express personnel. Let me go back to... All right, Ritchieville, Express staffing. Show in, maybe I think this one might have to be true. Let's check the clay pit. Clay pit, yeah, let's change this to true. Now it'll show up on the next update for her. So I'll have a couple more things I fixed this morning. And then oh yeah, those have to stay false. Okay. So we'll get the clay pit was working. I'm going to close that. Fill types is hollow. I'm done with that for now. Alright, so that fixes that. That'll be fixed for her next, when I give them the next copy of the map. Alright, Express staffing. Global company. We're going to duplicate this transform group just so I have a spare. We'll go Express staffing. We'll import this one in. And it should, yeah, pop into place. So we just have to paint a new farmland and change the farmland number. Do I want to keep this bridge? Yeah, I don't want to keep this bridge. This bridge is going to go. So a couple things we're going to do before we get into the express staffing. This brick bridge is going to go. And then we just need to fix this fence on both sides. And we may have to let me delete that one. Let's take this one. I want to go a little bit shorter. And we'll fix the textures. And then we'll go a little bit shorter yet. Alright, so that fixes it on this side. So you will delete you. We'll go this way. Now what I'll do is I'll take you a little bit shorter. Make you a little bit shorter. Then we'll go make you a little bit shorter. That's right. And then we'll come in here, we'll fix our texture. So mountain rock. And we'll fix the road and the textures and all. We got to texture that whole side anyway. And then this one, we can go mountain rock, and now we can just fill grass back in over here. So let's go grass. And then we'll go grass. We'll fill all the grass back in as we go. Take you, take you. Alright, so that fills, takes care of that side. Now this side, I want to set it up the same as the other map. So I am gonna go to square for a minute, but we're gonna go to asphalt, and I gotta figure out where I put the roads. Work on getting rid of the grass in a minute. Now I know I had a road. Let's get the front parking lot in. So I know you came out to the road here, and you came out to the road there, and I think we did something like this, so there was just a sidewalk going there. Sidewalk going here, something like that. And then I know we had a road coming in here. And yeah, because I had that little bit of grass in the middle, so this road came out too wide. This road came out something like this, and then continued this way. It had a little bit of dirt in the middle for that tree. And then we had, let me go back to round. So I know we had a road coming around back for a bus stop. You went this way. Yeah, and then you went this way. Go a little bit more. Make sure we can get our bus through there. Something like that, and then on this side, yeah, let's get a road coming in here. I think we were something like that. So now let's work on grass, remove or subtract. Yep, something like this. We'll fix the other edges here in a minute. With that. Get rid of that. Smaller. So you come out here. Get rid of all the grass underneath the building. And then you will come through here. So I'll bring our bus in, and do we have, yeah, we still have some grass in the bus stop, so let's get rid of that. Now we have, let's get rid of, make this grass. So let's go back here. fill this in on that side. Then wrong one. Leave you here. And then we have, we've got some kind of weird flowers or something going on in here. Yeah, let's paint those in. And then over here, get this grass back. All right. What did I do? I mess up any? I did. Let's get this grass fixed. And we'll get rid of some of these straggly bushes. Yeah, especially over here. Yeah, much better. All right. That's a few of them fixed. We still got more to fix, but close you, let's close you. Back down to Global Company. Now I have 6 pickup spots. I may add a few more. So we have 1 here, 1 there, and then 1 set there. This set I think was at Casey's. So let's head over to Casey's and see if, I think Casey's is in the same spot on this map. So we'll see if this popped into place or we're going to have to make any adjustments. Nope, this one popped right into place. Perfect. Casey's is in the same spot. So that one is in. This one I think was Aldi's or somewhere over near the BGA. And I don't know if I still have a store there on this map or not. We may have to move this one. Yeah, okay, so we got to move this one around a little bit. But that's not bad. Let's go. Actually, no, I know what we can do. We're not even going to move it. There's enough room to get through there with the bus. It's not affecting. The sell point's back here. So that shouldn't affect anything where it is. So what we're going to do, let's go back to grass. And we'll just go like this. So that is, and if I can move this one a little bit if we have to. We'll check it in game now. This one should be down at the beach. And I don't think we have to move this one. Nope, we don't. So that is, so those are, now I do want to add one or two more, and I do want to add 1 or 2 more in Ritchieville before I put the update out. I want to get another set back at the North BGA. I want to put another set of bus stops back here. Or did we get rid of the North BGA on this map? Ooh. We got rid of the North BGA on this map. I don't have any, I was gonna put. I thought I had a BGA and a bus stop and stuff back here, or a BGA and a gas station and stuff back here. I guess I don't. So it doesn't make any sense to put one back here. What other? Okay, so we have one over here by Casey's. So I don't want to put another one in this area. Where else do we have houses on this map? We don't have a lot of houses on this map. Yeah, let's put one over here. So we'll put another bus stop over here. So I want, grab a bus stop. Go edit, interactive placement. We'll get a couple bus stops over here. We'll make a little bit more Peoples in this map than we do in Ritchieville. So another set of bus stops. Now I need another visibility node. And we'll get these guys into place. How do you look? Down on my speed. You actually look good. I'm not going to mess with it. So now let's get a trigger here. To pick up our Peoples. And now we have to make a couple of more signs. So let's take BR6. I'm going to go File, Export. We're going to call it BR for bus route 7. So we're going to come over here to New Buildings. We're going to call you bus route 7. We're going to open up bus route 6. I'm going to grab my font from yesterday. I can't remember what size, but we'll figure out what size it was here in a minute. Let's start with like 26. Color picker was this color. Let's take out, that doesn't matter, they're not going to be sitting next to each other. Let's get rid of this for now. And it's going to be bus line 7. There we go. Bus, no, definitely bigger. So bus line 7. Maybe it was up all the way up to 48. All right, that looks about right. So bus line 7. File, save as BR7. So now we go back in here. We go File, Import, bus route 7. And we'll call it bus route 7. Oh, what is wrong with my texture? I know what's wrong with my texture. Illuminate. It's no longer new buildings. So now I can go into here. Yeah, and we can get rid of this texture file. So now we go File, Import, Bus Route 7. There we go. So this is going to be bus line 7. So we can pick up more people here, take them to work. Okay. Where else do we have houses on this map? Or something that makes sense to pick up more people. Probably one more spot along the beach. I have a little housing complex here, but there's no room for me to put in a bus route. So I'm not going to put one there. Oh, I know what we could do. We could put another one. Yeah, it's got another one over here, and then we can call it good. So let's go bus stop. Spin you this way. And pull you back a little bit. And let's get you in here. And then we'll get another visibility node. And where did you end up at? So you're facing the wrong way, so we gotta spin you around. And we'll pull you over. And in. No, you're too far this way a little bit, so you got to go back just a little bit. Oh, a little bit more. And then how far forward do you, no, you got to come back this way a little bit more too. Alright, that looks good. So there's gives us one more bus stop here. One more trigger. So one more trigger to pick up passengers here. And then we're going to come over to here. New buildings, bus route 7. I'm going to go File, Export Selections. I'm going to go BR8. Paste it back in. And then BR8. We're going to go BR8. And then we're going to take this guy. And we're going to go bus line 8. And we'll file, save as BR8. file, import, bus route 8. URBR 8. So this is our 8th bus stop, and I'm going to add a couple more into Ritchieville before it gets released, so we're making a little bit more workers. Alright, so that's, no, we still have to paint in new farmland. So that's all the map work done, but we still have to paint in a new farmland for the bus route, for the personnel office. So what are we not using? Farmlands. This was the clay pit. It's a little bit too low. I'm going to raise this price back up a little bit. I'm going to go to 1. We're going to take this one and we're going to go express staffing. I'm going to go true. I just want you to own it when we start the game on certain modes. It's going to be 119 01 012456 01245 and 6. It should be 119. Yes, 119. So this is now express staffing. And it's going to have its own farmland. All right. Now, we have to come back and do some parked cars. So you are now 119. Before I get any further, I'm going to do another quick save. We'll get the parked cars in and we'll do the XML work. And then we'll come in and test it before we add workers to the factories. We'll make sure that this is going to work and it's not throwing any Lua errors. All right, let's come up to splines, traffic, parked cars. And let's get some cars put here. I have some on the back side. Yeah, we have some on the back side as well. So let's do the back ones and we'll go to the side lot. Slide this guy back. Yeah, let's spin this one around. That'll work. And we'll get some along the side. And then you always get that one person that parks, that takes up 2 parking spots. Farm Chick 63. That looks great. Yeah, this is express personnel. We're going to make workers here in a minute. So that's everything. That's all of our map work done. That is, yes, that's all of our map work done. Let's do a quick save. And then we'll jump into getting some, we'll have to save, we'll get the XML work done. I do want to test this before we add workers to the factories. This, I'm not going to jinx myself, map build is going a lot smoother than the Ritchieville one did. Alright, let's go in here. Alright, so we have the 110 from Ritchieville we do. So we're going to copy this one into Ritchie's Hollow. And then you have to get renamed. Ritchie's Hollow. Now we added in 2 more lines of workers because we added a couple more bus stops in this map. So we're going to go, so you are going to now become 7 and 8, and you are workers 7 and 8. Oop, 8. So that's 2 more lines of workers. Nothing else has changed there. Then we go to Ritchieville. We're going to grab Express Staffing. We're going to copy that into Hollow. And then we're going to change all of Ritchieville to Ritchie's Hollow. Step 1. Now we have to add 2 more output triggers because we added 2 more sets of bus stops. So 1 and 2. So you become 8 and 9, and you become 8 and 9. Then I got an i3D map 2 more. So you become number 8, you become number 9, and those are 1-13 and 1-15. So you are 13, you are 15. Alright, that's that part done. Now we still have to add 2 more sets of production lines. So let me go 1, 2, you are number 7 and 8, but you are also number 7 and 8. So those are our 2 more lines, but I have to add 2 more outputs. So we're going to go 1 and 2. So you become 7 and 8, but you become, trigger becomes 8 and 9. Actually, those are my 2 new triggers, right? 8 and 9, yeah, 8 and 9. And then my 2 new visibility nodes are 1 and 12 and 1 and 14. So you become 1 and 12. You become 1 and 14. Alright, so technically this should work. So let's go back into Hollow Unzipped. And start a new save game. And let's hope this works without any Lua errors. I hope everyone is doing well today. Yeah, the weather here has turned ugly. We have rain, 80% chance of rain today, right through Tuesday, Monday, and then Tuesday drops to like 40% chance. So it's going to be raining on and off here from today right through Tuesday. Alright, so we should now have a new farmland. Oh, we forgot the hotspot. Alright, let's go take care of the hotspot. Because if I don't put it in now, I'm not going to remember it. And then we'll test it. Let me make sure, since we did load the game, let me make sure there's no errors in the log. If there's no errors in the log, then we just put the hotspot in and we should be good to test. Yep, no errors in the log with the factory, but we did forget the hotspot. I do want to put that in. Alright, so where is the player trigger? Player trigger is right there. Alright, so we need a hotspot there. Tour icons. Pull you out the ground. Put you about here, and I think it's about where our player trigger was. So you are now express staffing. Let's get our hotspot in. Map, where are you? Map, DE, are you hollow? You are hollow. I'm on the right one. So you are express staffing. You are express staffing. So we need our X. I usually either forget the hotspot or forget the parked cars. One of the two. Oh, come on, I missed it. You, right there. Alright, so there's our hotspot. I gotta do another save. So let's save this again. Now this fact, we're gonna go back into Ridgeville. We're gonna add 2 more. So we make more workers before I put the update out. I feel comfortable making a little bit more so we don't run out of workers. I mean, the factory's going to take 2 days to use the workers, 2 game days. That's how I have most factories set up, but I just want to make sure we're making enough workers to cover all the factories. Alright, so let's come back in here and try that again. Oh, come on. What's up with, there we go. Alright, so back to a new save game. I can't wait till y'all get the bus. The bus is so much fun to drive. It's probably my new favorite vehicle. Alright, so now we have express staffing and we own it, so that's good. So we should now be able to teleport to it. We do. And we have our menu. And now we're making 8 lines of workers at the same time. So it'll fill 8 bus stops at the same time. So let's grab some cash. Let me grab a little bit of speed, because I hate walking slow. Store delivery mod. Workers need food, water, and gold. And you get gold from the mines. So don't sell all your gold off. So let's give them some food and let's give them some gold. So I think they eat cranberry, coffee, peanuts, or carrots. So we'll give them some coffee. And then they're going to need a little bit of gold. You got to pay them. If you don't pay them, they're not going to work. So let's give them a little bit of gold. And then we'll get our trailer of gold out of the way. And then we'll give them a little bit of water. So we need, let's grab this guy. And we'll grab our tanker. And gotta give them some water. We should make this really interesting and give them like soda, or we may change that up a little bit in the future. Or you can give them either. Now water works. Water. I don't want to make it too complicated. Water. Make them instead of food and water, food in either Budweiser or Bud Light. Make you get the Budweiser factory up and working. Give them beer, coffee, beer, and a little bit of gold. So this should have fired all 8 lines should now be fired up. They are. So now we should be making workers. So all of our bus stops will take 1 hour to fill up. So I'm going to go up to 120 speed for a couple seconds. Make sure all of our workers start popping in. But then I'm just going to go up to 2,000 speed. Let's get them all full. So all of our bus stops should now be full, all 8 of them on the map. We should have workers ready to go. So let's head back. That was 3. So let's go back to Casey's. So there's number 4. And then over here by Aldi, across from the nursing center. Did my sign go white or was my sign fixed? My sign's fixed. All right. So we got a bus stop full of people here, and that's number 5. Down by the beach, we should have, yep, so we have bus stop 6 is right here. Where the hell did I just put the other 2? Oh, over here. This gas station. Yep, so this is bus stop 7, so there's workers here waiting for us. And then over by the bank. Yep, okay, so this is our last bus stop, so bus stop 8. So we have all 8 bus stops of workers. I forgot to put the bus in here. I don't have the bus in the mod. Alright, hold on. I forgot to put the bus in my mods folder. Let's save this. Winston, whiskey, not beer. I'm seriously thinking about changing it up. Give them food. Instead of giving them water, we have to give them beer. And then a little bit of gold. I may make that change before I put this out. It's going to make you get the Budweiser factory up and running in order to produce workers. I am seriously considering doing that. Let's put the bus in here because I forgot to put it in my mods folder. I seriously think we're going to change it to beer. All right, let me go into Richie's Hollow. Let me go into my Ritchieville test map. Where is the bus? Right here. So let me copy the bus into here. There we go. Now we can test. Now we go back in here. I think we are. I seriously think we're going to change water to beer. Now, because then I'd have to add a pallet trigger in. Now we're going to leave it water. I'm not going to mess with it. Alright, save game 11. I should now have the bus. I could add a pallet trigger and it would only take me a couple minutes. But I think we're going to leave it well enough alone. Alright, so let us, I think my store delivery mod is still over at Express Personnel, so let's just buy the bus. Yep, it's still sitting over here. So let's head, we'll just drive out, well yeah, we'll just drive out and around. So if we come over here, yep, I've got to start filling. People should disappear from the bus stop and hop onto the bus. Alright, so we got a bus full of passengers. Alright, so all 8 bus stops should work. So I'm not going to test them any further. So we have all 8 bus stops working. This bus is really fun. I can't wait till y'all get it. Alright, let's get out of here. We have to add workers to all the factories now. Was awesome idea though? Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. We're going to leave it simple. Go with my my KISS motto. Keep it simply stupid. Or keep it stupidly simple. One of those. Something like that anyway. Alright, we don't need to make any more bus stop signs. I'm going to close that. I'm going to check the log really quick just to make sure nothing weird popped up with express staffing. And then we'll get bus stops added to all the factories. Warning. Okay, yeah, Papa's working on it. I've got the older version of the bus. I don't have the newer version of the bus. Alright, that's taken care of. No errors with express staffing. Where's my notes? Figure out what factories I gotta add workers to. Alright, first up is going to be fish processing. Now, where the hell on this map is fish processing? Because I can't keep my map straight any longer. Fish processing. I have no idea. Fish processing. Where are you? Alright, you are not fish processing. Do we have fishing on this map? We do have fishing on this map, I think. Where is our fish processing? Yeah, right here. Alright, here is fish processing. Can't keep my map straight anymore. Alright, so we need a bus stop over here. So right over here looks good. So let's close some of the stuff we no longer need open. I'm going to need global company open. So let's go down to express staffing. And let's grab a bus stop. Duplicate that. Then we'll come up to fish processing. Ooh, excuse me. Lunch is not sitting well. Fish processing. I'm just going to throw it in the main transform group. Edit, cut, fish processing, edit, paste. There we go. So we have a bus stop over here for fish processing. Drop your workers off here. Alright, so fish processing is going to need another trigger. Crap. No, I can use this one. So let's grab the diesel trigger. Let's duplicate that. Let's call it workers. And a visibility node I don't need, so we can delete that. I only need this. Let's bring this, and we can make this a lot smaller. And then it's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's going to be exact fill route number 3. So now we have to go to 110, oh, you're Ritchieville, wrong one. 110 for Ritchie's Hollow. We have to find fish processing. Fish processing. We have to add a new input. add input number 3, and we're going to add workers. And I don't have to touch anything else there, but we do have to go to our hollow map. And we have to go to fish processing. And we have to add another trigger in. And it's going to be, we're going to call it workers. And it's the exact fill root node 3. And we're going to add, oh, we got way too many. Let's clean this up a little bit. All right, diesel, let's grab this guy. And then we'll add, make it input number 3, because I always forget to renumber them. Workers. But it's only 360. Fill type, workers, trigger is workers. And then we go to exact fill root 1, call it exact fill root 3, and it should be 0, 2, and 0, and it is. Alright, so that is fish processing done. Slaughterhouse. Where is the slaughterhouse on this map? Over this way. Alright, Slaughterhouse is also going to need a bus stop, so you know where to drop them off at. Yeah, let's drop you off by the stinky cows. So we can use, we'll just come here from fish, we'll grab the one out of fish processing. So let's duplicate that. And then we'll find the slaughterhouse. We'll go edit, cut, edit, paste. No, edit, interactive placement, bam. So we'll put the put the bus stop somewhere over here by the stinky cows. We're gonna work in the slaughterhouse. Might as well start your day off right with a nice fresh scent of cow manure. Alright, that'll work. So let's grab, what triggers do I have over here at the slaughterhouse? You're a straw. Crate. Let me grab this one. Let me duplicate that one. And we'll call this one workers. And I don't need the bale trigger, so we can delete that. And let's grab you. And we'll bring you over here. And you're big because you drop off by bus, by truck, or by train. So you're a big trigger, but you can go smaller. But I don't know what number this one is yet. So let's grab our slaughterhouse and see what number this one has to be. Oh, easy. It's just going to be number 3. So you are going to be exact fill root number 3. So now we just go to our 110. We find the Slaughterhouse. Or a Slaughterhouse. We add input. Oh, I forgot something on the last factory. I'll have to go back and fix the last factory real quick. I gotta go back to fish processing. Let's finish this one. So number 10 is going to be workers. So that's that part done. So up here, we go workers. It is going to be number 3, but I don't need this guy. And then we add, where's my last input? Underwater. We add number 10. And we add workers. We add workers. We add workers, but it's only 360. I'm gonna put, let me put my trigger in first, and we gotta go back and fix a couple things. So your exact fill route number 3, and you are 0, 8, and 0. We have to add, we forgot to add workers. We put workers on the factory, but we forgot to add them into the production line. So we're going to add to cow. We're going to add workers. But it is 0.1%. And I don't want this factory burning through workers too fast, so I'm only going to put them on the cow line and on the pig line. So that's the only 2 places I'm going to add workers to this factory. Now I forgot to add, let's go back to fish processing real quick. So I added workers into the factory, but I forgot to add them into the production line. So we can go here, and we can add workers in there. Now that'll be fixed when we go back in. So fish processing is done. The slaughterhouse is done. Greenhouses and orchards. Greenhouses and orchards. So let's put you here a minute. I'm going to do a quick save because I haven't saved in a couple minutes. And we've got storms, we've got squirrels that love to blow themselves up on transformers. Alright, Slaughterhouse is done, so let's grab the bus stop from there. Duplicate that. And I think this is Greenhouse 1. Oh, come on. No, you're in here somewhere. Greenhouses. Do I only have one in this map? Before I go any further, I want to check something. What do we have? We only have one set of greenhouses, or where am I at? Yeah, we only have one set of greenhouses in this map. I guess we do, because the other stuff is split up. All right, that works for me. So we'll add, let's throw a bus stop over here. So let's get you, you're probably minus 45. So we'll get a bus stop here. So that works. So now let's go to, oh, before we go there, let's get our trigger in. Which one do I want to grab? I guess it's going to be this one. And let's go workers. And then let's get rid of the pallet trigger I don't need. This one has an input display. I'm not going to mess with the input display. That means a whole new sign and everything else. So I'm not messing with it. We're just going to add it in. Maybe we'll add a sign, I'm not sure yet. Alright, let's open this up. So let's go back here to greenhouses. And you are going to be, oh, you're going to be easy. You're going to be exact fill route number 2. And then you're going to come down and we're going to make you smaller because you're big, because you cover a truck or the train. Alright, that works. So, greenhouses, hollow map. Okay, greenhouses. Greenhouses and orchards right next to each other. That makes it easy. So let's go input 4. Input 4 is going to be workers. So we'll save that. Greenhouses. Oh, what did I just do? Control V. Oh, come on. Try that again. Control C. Control V. That looks better. Workers. Number 2. So save that, and then we have to add input 4 is going to be workers. Your workers. $360. I'm going to leave this input display here a second because I may go back in and add it in. So we'll see. I'm going to leave that there a second. We're going to come back to that. We're going to come down here though. I'm going to add my exact fill root in first. So you are exact fill root number 2, and you are 0, 4, and 0. Are 0, 4? Yeah, 0, 4, and 0. So you are 0, 4, and 0. Why are you 2? Okay, I know why they're 2 and 1. Never mind. So you're 0, 4, and 0. And then we have to add, there's only one production line, so let's add workers. But you are 0.1. Alright, so there's our workers added in. Now, are we going to add the digital display in? Am I going to redo the sign? So let's see what our sign looks like. Alright, so you are where? You're in the common files folder. That means we're going to have to update the common files as well. Yep, common files is going to need to be updated as well. So let's go up here. Let's go to common files folder. I think it was, what was my path? Common files, textures 2, sign 06. Textures 2. Sign 06. Sign 06. So let's take you and we'll move you up a little bit. And then we'll take you and we'll move you up. And then we'll take you and we'll go quick brown fox. You're probably like an 18 font. Close enough. Workers. So let's save you. Let's reload the sign. So now we grab. Okay, so what are you? You are herbicide, so you can stay there. That one was manure, so you can come up there. Duplicate this one, and it will slide it down. And we'll call this one in display 4. Display 4 is going to be workers, and now I need to i3D map it. So in display 4, 0, 2, and 3. So 0, 2, and 3. All right. That should be greenhouses done. So orchards. Alright, orchards. So let's grab the bus stop from here. Let's go edit, cut, orchards, and paste. And then we'll get you pulled out here. And we'll grab, same thing. So we'll grab the manure. We'll go workers. And then I can get rid of, so you're going to become in display. You're going to become display number 4. I don't need the pallet trigger. But you can be made a lot smaller because you cover the truck and a train. And you're a little high, so let's bring you down. Alright, so what number are you? Richie's Hollow, Placeables, Orchards. You're going to be easy. You're going to be number 2. Alright, so that's that part done. So 110. Orchards, input. Input number 4. Workers. Alright, so back to orchards. Change you to workers. You're number 2. And then under manure, you are number 4. You are number 4. Workers. Workers. And then over here, workers, 0.1%, and then I need exact fill root number 2, and you are 0, 4, and 1. And then I need in display number 4. And you should be 0, 4, and 0. I'm just going to double check that. Yep, you're 0, 4, and 0. So we'll come over here. And we're going to take number... let's redo the sign first. So... it's probably back in common files if I had to guess. Textures to sign. 06 was the greenhouse. Are you really going to be in a different spot? Where's my path? Textures to sign. Oh, it says greenhouse. Even the signs were messed up. This one should say orchard. Aha! Nobody ever caught that in testing. Both signs say greenhouses. None of them say orchards. Well, you know what? The heck with it. I'm going to leave it. I ain't going to make another sign. See if anybody catches it while they're playing. Alright, so water, herbicide. So herbicide needs to slide up a little bit. Manure. Manure needs to slide up a little bit. And then that leaves workers where it is. So I'm going to leave that sign and see if anybody catches it. I'm going to leave them both say greenhouses. See if Dixie catches it or not. If she's not watching the stream. So that should be, let's save this. That should be, need to fire my testers. I can't fire my testers. Then it would be me, myself, and I. And that should be, we're going to see what other, I have more factories built into this map than I do Ritchieville. But we're going to do a quick test first. Make sure no Lua errors pop up, and then we'll see what other factories built into this map we want to add workers to. I don't want to go too crazy with stuff already built into the map because I want to add a lot of workers to the new future placeables. So I don't want to go too crazy with workers in the map. But let's give this a quick test. See if I messed anything up before we move on. So Richie's Hollow unzipped. Save game 11 we have to delete. New save game 11. Alright, before I go any further, I just want to check the log real quick, make sure nothing weird popped up, and then we'll do a little bit of testing. Log. And then when this is done, I can close a lot of those XMLs, and we can move on. Alright, what do we have in the way of errors? We messed something up. I messed up one of the triggers, but now I'm not going to know which one it is until I go check all of them. This is why I usually only work on one factory. Oh, with greenhouses. Oh, greenhouses and orchards. I messed something up with the greenhouses, and I messed something up with the orchards. So let's get out of here. So messing up the greenhouses, messing up with the orchards. So let's reload you. So what's it telling me? The greenhouses has no unloading trigger called workers, and the orchards has no unloading trigger called workers. So greenhouses. Aha. You have to be workers. And then orchards, I probably did the same thing. Yep. You have to be workers. That should take care of those two errors. Right, save game 11. No, not the in-game map. Winston, I'll pass that along to Papa Smurf and Dixie and tell them they're both fired. If all goes well with testing today and tonight with Ritchieville, I'm going to get it to the Patreons tomorrow. Tell them not to fall in love with their game safe for a couple days till we do a little bit more testing. But I'm going to try and get it to the Patreons tomorrow. Wrong one. I want to check the log real quick first before I know I don't like the in-game log because I can't read it. Alright, that takes care of all of our Lua errors. Now let's grab some cash. Let's grab some speed. And to save time, I'm just going to buy the whole map. It's not where I wanted to go. So let's fire up. We got to fire this back up again. So let's grab, we're actually going to test the other triggers to make sure they work. So we have to get this guy fired up first. So let's grab, we'll get this guy fired up real quick. Won't take us long to make a couple bus loads of workers. We'll make sure the other triggers work before I move on. Alright, so coffee works for me. We got to pay him, so let's give him a little bit of gold. Alright, let's get this truck out of the way. And then let's grab a tanker. Actually, I didn't even need to do that. I could have cheated workers right into the bus, but that's all right. Since we're here testing it and having fun, we'll make this work again. So, water. Alright, let's go forward an hour. We have 8 loads of workers waiting for us. Let's grab a load of workers. We'll test the 4 triggers that we just put in. So fill you up. There we go. Let's see if the Slaughterhouse trigger works. I'm not tested. I just like driving the bus around. Alright, workers. Doors should open. They should all disappear. And then I'm just going to spin around really quick and check the global company trigger before we move on to the other factories. So the cow line should take workers now, and it does, and then the piggy line should take workers, and it does. All right, so this factory I'm going to call done. So let's head over to, I guess we'll make a big circle. We'll head back to the orchards and greenhouses, and then we'll head over to the fish processing. Slow this thing down before I put it on its side going around the corner at 70 miles an hour. Alright, let me stop here a minute. Let's throw a load of workers in here. Make sure this trigger works. I will have to wait till public release. Need to. I'm cool. I'm excited to play Ritchieville again. Yeah. Did Papa put the Richie logo on the bus? Papa did logo up the bus. Yes. Papa does all my logos. He's awesome at logos. I completely suck at paint.net. So Papa did the logos up. And then you should now have, uh-oh. I bought the whole map. Why do we not have the greenhouses? Is that hotspot in the wrong spot? Yep, the hotspot's in the wrong spot. All right. You have workers, so you're good. I'll adjust that I'll adjust the player trigger a little bit to match the hotspot. So let's head back to the orchards, make sure that trigger works. Yeah, I'm not going to play Ritchieville. I'm just going to play to drive the bus around. Yeah, I'm not going to play to farm. I'm going to play to drive. Alright, before we pull into the trigger, let's just cheat in another load of workers. Alright, so this trigger is going to work as well. Well, the bus is great. Yeah, the bus is so much fun to drive. Alright, so you should now have workers. Alright, so you're good. So we just have to drive over to fish processing. Now, can I sneak through here without getting hit by the train? Oh, look at that. I don't want to go flying around this corner at 75 miles an hour. Actually, we could test this trigger out on the way through. So let's grab this busload of workers and then go over to fish processing. So now we just head across the bridge. So there's 8 different spots on this map you could pick up workers. I am going to go into Ritchieville. I'm going to add 2 more into that map before I send it to the Patreons tomorrow. So we may even go and do that now and then zip it back up so I can send it to Papa and Dixie. So fish processing. Yep, you're going to take the workers. Dixieland, fire me? Why? Been busy testing and doing my job. I'm not going to tell you why we're going to fire you. You're going to have to figure out on this map while you're testing what's wrong with it. I left one thing wrong with it on purpose. So let's see if you find it. Alright, so you've got workers in here too. So workers are completely working the way they should be. Can't see all the chat, so I don't know what problem was found. We're not telling you what the problem is. That's the whole idea. We're going to see if you can find the problem. So basically, I left you an Easter egg as a problem. Driving dust. And the bus. All right. We are good. So orchards I'm going to close. Greenhouses I'm going to close. Express staffing I'm going to close. Alright, now, what other factors are built into this map that I want to put workers on? I don't want to go too crazy. So let's just come all the way up to the top. Oil well refinery. Poultry house, no. Feed mill, no. Slaughterhouse is done. American Anchor. Does this map... Oh, I took American Anchor out? Yeah, American Anchor no longer works. It's all one. Mammoth Mill. Southern Grace, none of the mines. Budweiser, I don't want to put workers at. I may put workers in quality first. We have to rebuild that factory anyway. So if I put any more workers in this map at all, it's going to be at Acme, which is right here, and it will be at quality first. Those will be the only 2 that I put workers in. I don't know... I was going to be tested on testing. I want some pay for this, not coffee and peanuts. How many more factories do we want to add workers to? I don't want to kill you in map because I want to use a lot of the work. Now, I'm not going to put any more in the map. If we do any more, it's going to be with future placeables. So I'm going to call workers completely done. So where does that leave me with this map? Let me go back to all my notes. Bear with me a second. All right. We have to change sewer pipe to 10,000 liters. So let's come over to here. Let's go back to Richie's Hollow. So sewer pipe. Let's find sewer pipe. So the sewer pipe pallet should now read 10,000 liters. And it does. Central warehouse, I know, says 10,000 liters because I just changed it. So sewer pipe. Sewer pipe, where are you? Oh, come on. Where are... Oh. I want output anyway. I don't want input. Where's my output? Sewer pipe. Drywall, firewood. Let's check drywall while I'm here. Drywall's at 10,000 liters. Sewer pipe is at 10,000 liters. Perfect. So that's done. Sammy's, I don't need to change. Quality first is going to get rebuilt anyway, but let me change it before I forget. So our output on sewer pipe goes from 4,000 liters to 10,000 liters. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 spawners. So this goes up to 160,000. Okay, so that's sewer pipe increased to 10,000 liters on everything in the map. Drywall also has to get changed to 10,000 liters everywhere on the map. So my drywall pallet should now say 10,000 liters, and it does, so that one's fixed. Central warehouse is fixed. Drywall factory. Drywall factory now outputs drywall at 10,000 liters instead of 4,000 liters. And how many spawners do I have? 25, so you're 250,000. So drywall is now 10,000 liters per pallet. And I don't need to change anything else there. So that's done. Does this map have Hershey's built into it, or does this map not have... Wrong one. I want this one, Richie's Hollow. Or do you have Hershey's built into you? Central warehouse. No, you don't have the Hershey's factory built into you. Nope, so I don't have to touch that one. So I don't have to add peanut butter to Hershey's in this map. Quality first is going to get a complete rebuild. Update. This one already has all the new rock pallets, so that's everything on that page. Alright, what am I missing? Sewer pipe is done. Drywall's done. Peanut butter to Hershey's. Express staffing is done. We got to go back and check Sammy's and see if it has a bale trigger. So where is... Did we keep the scrapyard sell point? We did. So let me spawn. Let me check Sammy's and see if this has a bale trigger because it's missing one. Farmlands I'm not touching anymore. I can close that. Ritchieville, I can close that. Animated objects, I can close that. Let's get some of that crap closed. Alright. Placeables, selling station. Nope. Maps, placeables, selling station generic. Sammy's Scrap Metals. Sammy's Scrap Metals does not have the pallet trigger, so we have to fix this, or the bale trigger, so we have to fix this one. This was missed on the last update. So let's go here. Let's go File, Import, Richie's Hollow, Maps, Placeables. Selling Station New, Selling Station New 2. So this trigger has the bale trigger. The one that was in here didn't. So, a couple things we have to change now. So Sammy's, we have to change to, I think it's Cell Point New 2, but let me double check the pathing. So my pathing is, Maps Placeables, Selling Station New, Cell Point New 2. So my pathing is Maps Placeables, Selling Station New, and then I need Cell Point New 2. And then I have to add the bale trigger in. So we're going to come over here for a minute. We're going to grab, which one has a bale trigger? Lowe's, I think, has a bale trigger. It does. I need to grab this. And I need to put it in Sammy's. So that adds my bale trigger in. And then we have to go to Richie's Hollow. Items. Now we have to reposition Sammy's because it's a new cell point. So where is Sammy's? Sammy's is right here. So we are going to grab these coordinates because it's a new cell point. So it's 100.87, and then my Z is here, and then my rotation is, I can leave it at 45, that's fine. Alright, so the items XML is fixed. Sammy's now has a bale trigger, so that is off the list. Gold to bulk, that was already done. Rock pallets were changed. Workers were added. Alright, so we have to rebuild Tom's. And we have to rebuild quality first. And I think that's everything for this map. I'm watching him work on his maps as I work on my maps. That is awesome. I appreciate it. Alright, Tom's tables first. Quality first is going to be a pain in the neck. So let's go to Tom's. We have to add planter boxes to Tom's. And I got to figure out how I'm going to spawn them out because I don't think I have any more room for spawn pads. But Tom's has to make planter boxes. So let's come over here to Tom's and see how the heck we're going to make planter boxes and where we're going to put them. could do, we can make them in toms, but we can pick them up on the back side of the fence, maybe? I don't know. Let's go to toms. So let's go to out. Let's grab one of the spawn points. Now, where can I put another set of spawn points? I want to grab this set. Where can we put another set of spawn points to get? I'm thinking maybe right back here. So let's duplicate that. And let's call it planter boxes. Oh, we got another digital display to deal with. Darn it. So we'll have to fix another sign. But anyway, if I grab this whole set of spawn pads and I come back here, can I squeeze them back here? We have room to drive through there. We probably do, but I really don't want to move this fence, but I can move the fence if I have to. But I think, bring these down a little bit. I think this will work. So let's just get rid of the grass. Am I on subtract? I'm on subtract. So let's get rid of the grass on the spawn pads. And then I'm not even going to mess with textures. Let's see if we can get planter boxes to spawn back here without giving me a hard time. Now the other problem is we have another sign to fix. Let me go down on my speed. So this sign is going to have to be fixed. What's the path on this sign? Path on the sign is, of course, common files folder. Textures 3 toms. I knew this wasn't going to be easy. Richie's Hollow, common files, textures 3. Just got to find the sign for toms right here. Nope, you're the input. I need the output. Where's my other sign for toms? Right here. Let me write this order down so I don't mess myself up. So I'm going to completely wipe this and redo it. Table, chair bench, then resin, wood chips, and I'm going to add planter box. Alright, so let's take chair and let's move chair up. And then let's fix this first. This is why I don't like digital displays, because if you make one change, you got to change the sign. It just creates a big snowball effect. Then we take bench and we move bench up. And then we grab this guy and we cover him up. And then I'm not going to mess with it. We're going to go I think it's this one, but I could be wrong. Let's go planter box 22. Yeah, you look about right. So planter box. Put you right there. So let's save this. And then let's reload the sign. There we go. So now we take table, we take chair, we move chair up. We take bench, we move bench up. You should be wood chips. Yes, you're wood chips. You should be resin. You're resin. Planter box is now number 6. And then planter box. Let's move you out a little bit. Alright, so there's our digital display for planter boxes. And then we're going to have to add all of our spawners in. Alright, we got some work to do in the XML. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the 110. We got to find toms. We have to output. We have to output number 6, and we have to output planter boxes. So that part is done. Do I want to make it its own? We have to make it its own production line. Crap. So now I got to add in another production line. So let's go like this. Quality first is going to be even worse. So production line, you become number 4. You become number 5. You become planter box. So line 4 is going to be our new production line for planter box. Then we go back to the map. We grab Tom's tables. And now we have to add an output of, so we'll grab, oh man, I gotta renumber all of these. Let's grab tables. I'm gonna grab tables. And it goes output resin, and then under resin we will put planter box. Fill type should be planter box. But let's double check that before we move on. So where's my fill type XML? Did I close it? I did close it. So I thought we were done with it. We're not done with it. Richie's Hollow. Fill types. Planter box, not planter, planter box. They are different. Alright, planter box is a capital B. Planter box with a capital B. Alright, so that's done. Now my palette. Make sure I get the right palette. Objects, palettes, global company. Planter box. Planter box right here. You are how much? You're 4,000 liters. So you can stay at 80. You are digital display number 6. But this whole mess has to get renumbered. So you're going to be 61. So you start at 6. Let me double check. Make sure 60 is my highest number. Yeah, 60 is my highest number. So you have to, so now this is where it becomes a pain in the ass. 61, 62, 63, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 73, 76, 78, 79, and 80. And then this side has to get renumbered. 69, 70, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. Alright, so I think that my output's done. Planter box, nope, you're not making a table pallet, you're making a planter box pallet. Alright, so we got planter box, and nope, you're not making tables, you're making planter box. Alright, let's try that again. Planter box, 80,000. Fill type is planter box, 4,000 liters per pallet, and you're going to spawn out a planter box pallet. You're our digital display number 6. Alright, so output is done. Before I add the production line in, let's add in output display number 6. So output display number 6, and you are 1, 5, and 0. So you are 1, 5, and 0. So there's our digital display working. Now I have to grab 1 through 20. So let's grab these. So 1 through 20, come down here and duplicate those, and then we need the second set of 1 through 20, so I need this set. So I need you. One's the interaction and one's the pallet spawn place node. So now we have to renumber all of these. 60. And then 70. The 79, and then your number 80. Now it's the same thing here. You have to be 61 through 80. And you are number 80. Now we've got to redo our i3D mapping. So you are Our trigger is going to be 1, 1, 5, 1, 0, and 0. So you go to, this whole column has to go to 5. And then this whole column has to go to 5. All right, so that should be our XML done. So the last one should be 1, 5, 1, 19, and 1. So the last one should be 1, 5, 1, 19, and 1. All right, so there's all of our spawners in. Nope, I got to add the production line in. So what production line did we call it? We put it under benches. So Tom's tables, we take this production line here, and I copy it, and I put it here, and this one becomes number 4. This one becomes number 5. You're no longer going to make bench. You're going to make planter box. And then you, so let's grab you, so let's copy you, and then put you down here. So we're making tables at 1500. I'm going to bump this up a little bit because you're going to need quite a bit of planter boxes. So I'm going to bump this up to 8,000 liters an hour. You're going to need planter boxes in another factory to make greenery. So we're going to put coal, wood, and glue. We're going to get our planter boxes, a little bit of wood chips, and quite a bit of resin. How much resin do you hold? 2 million liters, you're fine. Alright, so we have output planter box, planter box, planter box, planter box, 4,000 liters times 20 is 80,000. So that's all good, and your display number 6. We added in our production line, so that's good. Everything's renumbered there. We added in our output display, and we i3D mapped all of our triggers. I think we're good. I keep telling him he's a genius, but he doesn't believe me. Most people undervalue the work we do. That's all good. Alright, let's give this a quick save. And let's check Tom's tables and see if Tom's tables is making planter boxes. Quality first is going to be a royal pain in my butt to rebuild because we have to add water pipe. What do I need to add to quality first? We have to add, I lost my note. I'll have to go in and look. Oh, we have to add water pipe, red brick, and pavers. So quality first is going to be a pain in the neck. Alright, let's check Tom's tables and see if I messed anything up. I don't need paint on that open, so I'm just going to close it. So let's grab hollow unzipped. And let's see. I'm going to test this, then I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break so I can grab a cup of coffee. Alright, so where are we? Save game 11. We need planter boxes at Tom's. I'm not going to lie, I have more fun in the editor than I do playing. Alright, first thing I'm going to do, as usual, is I'm going to check for any obvious Lua errors first. Alright, no obvious Lua errors. That's the first good sign. So let's grab some cash. Let's grab some speed. Let's find Tom's tables and teleport our butts back there. Alright. I thought I turned my speed on. Did I not turn my speed on? I did not. Alright, so we now have our digital displays working, so that's a good sign. Uh-oh. Oh, we didn't buy it. So let's buy Tom's. And I should now have a global company menu. So we should now have planter boxes. Coal, logs, and glue. Coal, logs, and glue. So let me throw a store delivery mod like right there. So we need grab one of these. Yeah, we need some coal. Alright, coal. Coal. Glue. Glue should be a liquid, I think. Glue. I haven't played on this map. I couldn't tell you when the last time I played on this map. Probably well over a year. Alright, we need glue. Don't ask me where glue goes, because I couldn't tell you. So I'm just going to drive around until I find out where the glue goes. You here? You are here, so I got lucky. 'Cause, 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 Winston, where did you get the K100 and trailers for it? That I got from Papa Smurf. That K100 and slide-on tipper is my absolute favorite vehicle besides the bus in the entire game. I use that K100 on every single map I play. And we're going to cheat some logs in right here. So we make planter boxes. Is it here? It's right here. So cheat in some logs right into the trigger. Now that should have fired this up. Are you active? You are active. You're not making chairs. What's miss? Oh, lumber. That's why. Okay, perfect. So we're making benches. We're making planter boxes. Let's come around the corner and let's watch our planter boxes. Make sure they spawn in properly. So I'm just going to go. We're on 5 speed. I'm going to leave it on 5 speed. I want to see if these things spawn in or if I mess something up. Now, if the first one spawns in fine, then we'll speed up time a little bit more. I think the first one should have spawned in by now. So what did I do wrong? Oh, nope, we're good. First one spawned in and landed perfectly. So let's go up to 120 speed. Let's watch a couple of these pop in. Make sure they're going to spawn in properly. Planter boxes you're going to use at the Pennington factory to make greenery. Yep, no problem with these spawning in. Alright, I'm going to call Tom's good. Let's get out of here. I guess I'll have to bug him for it. Yeah, you can bug Papa Smurf for that. PA Plugger, hello. Alright, Tom's table's done. And again, I'm just going to check no errors with Tom's. Alright, so Tom, planter box I can close. Tom's tables we can close. Items I can close. Sammy's I can close. Alright. So I think the only thing left on my to-do list for this map update, give me a second just to go through all my notes. I got like 4 pages of notes to go over for updates. I think the only thing left is to rebuild quality first. Clay is in. Hershey's is not built into this map, so I don't have to worry about putting peanut butter in the factory. All my pallets are in. Mammoth Mill, I don't have to touch because I didn't change anything. Sewer pipe's done, drywall's done. All my fill types are done. Mining is done. Pallets are done. Staffing is done. Sammy's is done. Tom's is done. We changed gold to bulk fill, so that's done. Workers are done. The new rock pallets are in. We've already added workers to the factories. So that's everything on that page. I honestly think the only thing left on this map update is quality first. I have a note. I have a question mark in my notebook near hollow to-do list. It was oil wells, which was done, and tomato. I have a question mark by the tomato orchard. So I want to see something really quick. So let's go to Richie's Hollow, Placeables, Global Company, Tomato Garden. Herbicide is fine. Water input is fine. Manure input is fine. Diesel input is fine. We're outputting tomatoes. It holds 1,000,000 liters. I don't see anything wrong there. Aha, it's only making 10%, not 100%. That's what needed to be updated. All right, so that's now going to be fixed. So tomato garden is done. Missed a 0 when I built it originally on the last update. So the only thing left on this map is to rebuild quality first. So I am going to do another quick save. I'm going to throw you all on. Be right back. I'm going to grab a fresh cup of coffee. Give me like 5 minutes. I'll be back. Alright. Papa Smurf. Uh-oh. Papa Smurf is now in the house. So the only thing I have left is quality first. I am not even going to mess with any more XML work today. I'm going to, just bear with me a second. I know you're on, be right back. I'm going to switch mod folders. I'm going to go to Ritchieville zipped. I can't do any more rebuilding today. My head's going to explode if I have to do any more XML work today. So let me throw you all on. Oh, I lost my mouse. Bear with me a second. Come on, where's my mouse? Uh-oh. I may have to... I just lost my mouse. Oh, there it is. Let's try this again. There we go. I'm going to throw you all on live scene. We're going to jump into my save game from yesterday. And we're going to call, I'm calling the hollow map done for the day. If I do any more XML work, my head's going to explode. So the only thing left to do on that entire map update is quality first. So we'll mess with that tomorrow. Papa Smurf giving up the K100 and slide on tipper to Winston. That is what I always use. Alright, so where were we? Where did we leave off on my single player testing yesterday? I think we were getting ready to cut some trees and earn some cash because we only have $14,000. We cut all of our grass, we're turning it into silage. Our field work is done. So let's get this guy unfolded and the pipe out. And then we'll get it lowered and turned on. Let's sell off. We got to earn some cash because we don't have any factories going yet. So we're going to cut this whole line of trees. So we'll do some play testing here on Ritchieville for a little bit until I get off for dinner. And we'll finish up Hollow tomorrow, and we'll do some play testing on Hollow tomorrow. And that'll give me time to fix my mods folders. Because I haven't played Hollow in so long, it has all the old mods in it. I don't have the new vehicle pack in it. I don't have any of the factories or none of the silos, animal pens. I've got nothing in that mods folder. So I'll mess with that tonight or tomorrow morning. But we'll make this grass meadow a little bit bigger. We're going to sell off all of these wood chips. Because we have to buy the iron mine. We have to buy the placeable mammoth mill. But pretty pleased with the progress on the Hollow rebuild. Ritchieville took me 5 days. Hollow's going to take a day and a half. And then the islands map is going to take a little bit longer. That's probably going to be a 2 or 3 day project. Oh, I know what I wanted to do tonight too. I want to add 2 more lines, bus lines in for Ritchieville. So we'll do that tomorrow morning as well. We'll add, so I want to make more workers, so we'll add 2 more bus lines in. And it will work with an existing save, so that's because all we're doing is adding to an existing factory, so no problem as long as we don't have to paint any textures. So we'll just find a spot to drop 2 more bus lines in. So I'm just going to sit here for about an hour, do some mindless work. Trying to earn enough cash to get 2 more factories. Because I won't be able to do any testing tonight. Because Grey's Anatomy comes back on tonight. So it's Station 19, Grey's Anatomy. I'm going to probably wear the remote control out because I'll be flipping back and forth between Grey's Anatomy and BattleBots. Because BattleBots is down to the final 16. So I'll be flipping back and forth on the TV for a bit. Yeah, last night there was nothing on TV, so I laid in bed and I played on the Homestead map for about 2.5 hours last night. But I'll get with Papa Smurf and Dixie tonight, make sure there's no other changes. We'll get those other bus stops put back in. Matter of fact, I may even do that now, so I can get it to the Patreons. I'll want to do my best to get it to the Patreons tomorrow. So let me just get down here. Let me just cut this entire line of trees. Give me a break from XML work for a couple minutes. Get these trees cut, then we'll save this, close it, we'll jump into Ritchieville, and I'll get those last couple bus stops in. And that's a good test too. We'll make sure it works within my existing save. My Facebook Messenger is exploding, so Papa Smurf and Dixie must be testing hard. I got a notification on my phone just popped up. I've got like 12 new messages. Yeah, I gotta redo the, probably redo the starting equipment on the hollow map, and I'll probably redo the starting farmlands as well. Adding a couple more bus stops into Ritchieville should go pretty quick. And then we can test it with this save game. This way I'll know in the future, any future updates, I'll make sure that I can add more bus stops in without it affecting any existing saves. But I want this complete grass meadow, so all these trees in this area are going right back to that dirt road. Oh, are there 2 lines of trees here, or are there? I thought there was only 2 lines of trees here. Oh, there are only 2 lines of trees. Yeah, sorry about that. Just bear with me a couple minutes. Clear my head from XML work for a couple minutes. We'll get the rest of these trees cut, and then we'll jump back into the editor. I want to see if they left me any more notes, if anything else has to be fixed or changed or updated. And we'll do it all at the same time. There's my messengers exploding. If the map author put these trees here and they're on my property, they are as good as cash. This is what I did for 2.5 hours last night on the homestead map. I bought myself a new piece of land. I took all the trees off of it. I cut the grass, threw them in the grass dryer, turned it into silage. Then I took my plow and I made one massive field on the entire property, and then limed it, and then I planted clover, turned it into a huge clover field. I'll get to the end of this line and we'll jump back in the editor. Now I'm going to want to bring my mower back over here and cut the rest of this grass. FE Joe 332, hello. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much for taking time out of your day stopping in and saying hello. This is playtesting Ritchieville Rebuild version 4.0. I needed a break from XMLs and I needed a break from the editor, so I jumped in here for a few minutes, but as soon as I get to this end of the row of trees, we're going to jump back into the editor. I want to add a couple more things into the map, and then we're going to jump back in here or the test map, either one, and we'll see if it works with an existing save. Probably jump in my test map. But I was doing XML work all day long and I needed a break or my head was going to explode. But this is my realistic save, so I don't cheat any money or anything on this map. So we only have $14,000. I'm trying to earn some cash to buy the iron mine and mammoth mill so we can start making lumber and steel products. I can show you more once we get into the test map. Which will be here in a couple minutes. Let me just get to the end of this row. Did I get the rest of the stump? I did. I know logs probably make me more money than wood chips, but I hate doing forestry work. One more tree. Jump back into the editor for a couple minutes. I'm going to take these trees out here and I'm probably going to expand this field a little bit. So I'm going to leave this guy parked here. I'm going to throw y'all on. Be right back for a minute until I save this and close it. So just bear with me a second. I got to switch folders. Let me just save this, close it. I'm going to get out of here. We're going to add a couple more bus stops, and I want to make a little bit more workers than what we're currently making. And then we'll make sure they work with our existing save game. Alright. So let me throw you all on Windows so you can see my desktop. So let's jump into Ritchieville. So we're going to jump back into the Ritchieville map. We're going to open it back up. May I ask where you are from? I am currently in Northeast Oklahoma. I've only been in Oklahoma for 2 years. I was born and raised in Pennsylvania. Spent 6 years in, last 2 years in Oklahoma. I spent 6 years in Alabama. I spent 4 years in Delaware, and then the rest of my years I've spent in Pennsylvania. Born and raised in the Poconos, but I worked in Philadelphia for like 20 some years. All right, I want to add 2 more bus stops into this map like we did in the Hollow map. So we have Express Staffing makes 3 loads of workers. So we have 1 here at Casey's, we have 1 at Aldi's, and we have 1 down at the beach. So let's come over here by BP. Do I have BP? Yeah, we do have BP in this map. So let's add another bus stop over here, and we'll get another set of workers here. So we'll do the same thing. Let's go to Global Company. Let's go to Express Staffing, and then we will grab a bus stop. And we'll throw a bus stop in here. We'll get this guy moved down. And we'll get this guy moved down. So that's our bus stop in. Now we need, come up here. We need another visibility node, so I'll duplicate that, and we'll throw that one here, and we got to get these guys lined up. So let's throw our workers right about there. I'm going to go down on my speed a little bit so I can zoom in. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it right there. And then we'll need a trigger. Fox Doggo 85, hello. Oh, Foxy Doggo, sorry about that, hello. Alright, so we have another bus stop here, another trigger. What I'm going to do, since we already have them built, let's go back to our Ritchie's Hollow, back to new buildings. I'm going to grab bus stop 7, bus stop 8, so we can export them into the other map. So here's bus route. I'm going to go File, Export, Documents, Mods, Ritchieville, New Buildings. This is bus route 7. And I'm also going to grab bus route 8. So file, export, bus route 8. So I'm going to grab them out of this map. We're going to double check them in this map and see if we have to move any texture file. I don't. So our texture file should be fine. So now we can come over here and I can go file, import, bus route 7. And we're going to go edit, cut, main, paste. But if we're going to rename it bus route 7. And this is bus line 7. So that goes right here. So we're going to pick up a set of passengers here with the bus. Do you do forestry? Because if so, can I recommend some forestry mods? I absolutely hate forestry. It's one of the things that I just don't do. Why do you not look right? Okay, I guess that is. Alright, so I want to add one bus stop here. And where else can we add another bus stop that we can pick up passengers on this map? We don't have a really big town. So we're already picking up a set of passengers here. And we're picking up 3 sets of passengers right there at Express Personnel. This one has a North BGA, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Let's put one more bus station back by the North BGA and gas station. We'll pick up another set of passengers back here. Yeah, I don't do a lot of forestry. It's not one of my favorite things to do. I'd rather take the Brooks all-in-one and just cut all the trees down. Yeah, we will definitely add another set of workers back here at this gas station. Or do I want to add another set? There's no houses back here. That's the problem. Let's go down to the beach. We'll add another set of, we'll add another bus stop down at the beach. There's no houses on the north end of this map. So let's add a, we have one on that side of the map. Let's add one over on this side of the map. And this is a nice spot right over here for it. So let's put in, I can't do any texture painting because I want it to work with an existing save. But let's do this. Let's add, I can, however, I can move items and have it work with a save. I just can't do any texture painting. So we're going to take, yeah, we are. We're going to take this guy. We're going to move him down over here. And we're going to take this guy. And we're going to move it. I should be able to move these with an existing save. We're going to move this right here. And we're going to add another set of bus stops here. So let's go back to our express staffing. Let's grab another bus stop. And we will throw a bus stop. Oh, I'm hoping I can fit 3 in a row. If not, we're going to have to move a couple more things around. But I have to get 3 in a row in order for all the workers to fit. And I want to make sure it doesn't interfere with this light post. Let's move it forward a little bit. Now let's see if we can squeeze 3 of them in here. Without moving any more stuff around. Yep, we can. So we can fit. I'm going to put a bus stop here. Let's add, we have to add in another visibility node. So let's duplicate this. Don't forget social distancing. Hey, the governor of Oklahoma today just canceled every restriction. So we had no mask mandates, no social distancing, no restaurants at full capacity. He completely opened up the state today. And my daughter lives in Texas, and the governor of Texas did the same thing yesterday. All right, so we have people here. They got to go forward just a little bit. So let me pull them forward just a hair. Nope, too far, I think. Yeah, they got to go back a little bit more now. Just pull them back a hair. All right, so there's our passengers waiting to be picked up on the bus. I need another trigger. Oh, that trigger is going to interfere with the parked car. No, it shouldn't matter. So let's throw the trigger there. And then we need a bus stop 8. So let's go File, Import, Bus Route 8. And we'll go up here. We'll go Cut and Paste. And you are Bus Route 8. And then bus line 8 will go here. All right, so that should be all the in-map work. So let's come back up here. You're Ritchie's Hollow, wrong folder. Let's come up here to Ritchieville because I need the 110 open. And I also need the factory XML, so express staffing. All right, so the 110, let me find express staffing. I think it's at the bottom. Yep, so express staffing. We're going to add 2 more lines of workers. So we're going to add line 7 and 8, and it's going to be workers 7 and workers 8. Then we're going to come into the XML. We're going to copy this. I didn't leave a space in there, hold on. And we're going to add workers 7 and workers 8. You become loading trigger 8. You become loading trigger 9. Our first visibility node is, so the first visibility node for bus stop 7 is number 12. So you are now number 12, which means you're number 14. We have to add in 2 more triggers. So you are loading trigger 8. You are loading trigger 9. So that's for our bus stop 7. This is for our bus stop 8. We have workers number 7 is trigger number 8. Workers number 8 is trigger number 9. We have our visibility node, so our output is done. Now we have to add our 2 extra lines to produce our workers. So we have to come down here, and we're going to take line 6. We're going to copy it. We're going to add production line 7 and production line 8. So production line 7, you become production line 8. You make workers number 7. Ooh, you were number 6. You are number 7. And then you are number 8. So this is going to add 2 more sets of workers. Don't forget, unlike the UK, UK is still under a lot of restrictions. Yeah, I live in Oklahoma, so the governor lifted all restrictions today. No mandates at all. My daughter lives in Texas. The governor there did the same thing. Pennsylvania is still under a lot of restrictions. All my family is still in Pennsylvania, so they're still under a lot of restrictions in Pennsylvania that I'm aware of. I didn't see anything lifted up there. All right, so now we have to add in triggers. So I need 2 more triggers. So we need trigger number 8 and trigger number 9. So trigger number 8 is going to be 13, and so they're going to be 13 and 15. So you are 13 and you are 15. Alright, so this should make us 2 more sets of workers. Let me save the map. We're going to go in and we're going to test this in our existing save to make sure it works with an existing save. PA, we have you definitely have an AH as a governor. Yeah, because I haven't heard from my mom yet. I don't think they lifted any of the restrictions in PA. Alright, let's close this map. Before I go any further, I'm just going to throw you on Be Right Back. I'm going to check messages really quick and see if Dixie or Papa Smurf ran into any other issues that I have to fix while I'm in the map. So just bear with me a second. I'm going to check my messages on Discord. I'm going to check my messages on Facebook because Facebook was exploding. Alright, so she is saying equality first in the total production line. Clay and sand are not listed, but that's fine. That's a placeable. So that doesn't have to be fixed in the map. And at short distances, central warehouse, sign flickers. Yeah, I know that sign flickers. There's nothing I can do about that flickering sign. Alright, so what we're going to do, let me throw you back on window. So, let's come back in here. Ritchieville. I've got to get rid of, this cache file has to get deleted. This cache file has to get deleted. I'm going to delete the map. We're going to zip it back up. We're going to move it to my test folder. And we're going to see if the bus stops work with an existing save. While this is saving, I'm just going to check Facebook messages really quick and see what's exploding. All right, just bear with me a second. All right, nothing pressing in Facebook. The only messages were in Discord. The only thing is there's a flickering sign, and maybe we'll go look at it after we test this. There's a flickering sign that it's been driving me nuts, but there's nothing I can do with it. So I may have to put a fake background behind it so it doesn't flicker, but let's give this a quick test. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to throw it in my test folder. I'm going to overwrite the map that's in there. So this will be a good test to see if the changes I made work with an existing save. So let's go to Ritchieville zipped. Let's go to my test map and see if we have the extra bus stops. And then we'll see what we can do with that flickering sign. So I really want to get this to the Patreons tomorrow. All right, we're going to go over to my test map, which is number 20. And hopefully a couple extra bus stops will be there. And we're going to give them a test as well. And then we'll go in and see what I did with the placeable quality first factory. She said it's missing a couple things, so we'll go look at the XML. All right. So this is my test map. We cheat everything in. We cheat money in. This is just strictly for testing. So where did I add the new bus stops? We added one new bus stop in over at the BP station. Oh, perfect. My bus stop is here, so that will work with an existing save. And let's check down at, this is the closest I can teleport to. Oh, and it puts me inside the building. Oh, we can fix this. Sorry, something else we can fix. We're going to have to fix this so it doesn't teleport us into an existing building. So let's let's go here, and we'll run down the street, and we'll see if the other bus stop spawned in. So it's something else we can fix. And then we may add, what I may do, oh, I can't. If I add in the buy silo, it won't work with an existing save. Never mind. I was going to add another silo into buy foods, but I don't think I can. And have it work with an existing save. But let me check a few things. Alright, so our bus stop is here. So let's check. So let's come up to express staffing. That'll work. We can enter you. So you should now have 2 more lines. We do. So we now have workers 7 and we have workers 8. So let's forward time an hour. Make sure those bus stops fill up. So if we go back down to the beach and we run down the street and we turn myself around. So if we run down the street, so we have workers here, so this bus stop is full. We should have another full bus stop down here. I want to make sure that you don't run out of workers because a lot of the new placeable factories are also going to use workers. So I want to make sure there's enough built into the map where you're not running out of workers. Because it takes 1 game hour for the bus stop to fill up. Alright, so this is now full of workers. And let's check the BP station. And the BP station is now full of workers. All right, so let's grab the bus. Got a bus around here somewhere. Do we have a bus? We don't have a bus. We sold the bus. All right, let's grab a bus. Let's come over here. Let me grab my store delivery mod. And let's grab the bendy bus. So we jump on the bus. And we'll go down and we'll check the 2 new places to make sure we can pick up our workers. Where do we want to go first? Let's go over to the BP station, and we'll go. Now we're closer to the beach. Let's go down by the beach. Make sure we can pick up those workers. I don't want to do anything that causes a new game save. Not that V 4.0 needs a new game save, but I already have a test map started and a save game started, and Papa Smurf and Dixie have test maps started, and I really don't want to do anything that messes up our test map where we have to start over again. So if we come down here, we should be able to pick up our load of workers. Yep, I'm getting a start. So let's grab a busload of workers here. Sweet, so we got a full load of workers off of this bus stop. So let's head over this direction. I don't have any factories close that take them, so I'm just going to empty the bus so we could check the other trigger. So we'll head up towards the BP station and we'll pick up those workers. And the workers have to go to the factories in order for the factories to work. Let's head over towards the BP station. Make sure that trigger works. While I'm here, let me just empty the bus. So we'll get rid of that load of workers. We'll test, make sure this trigger has no issues. So we'll pick up this load of workers. And that should empty this bus stop. Alright, cool. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to empty this bus. So it's empty. Oh, and I emptied the fuel instead of the workers. Nice. Let's empty the workers. So our bus is now empty. And let's check the trigger at the BP station. And then we'll go look at the quality first and see what I messed up on that. She's saying it's not showing clay or sand. Oh, I can't wait to give y'all this bus. It is so much fun to drive. It's my new favorite vehicle. You can do some fishtailing with it. Alright. So we'll grab a load of workers from here. Alright, cool. So this trigger is going to work. So that should empty this bus stop. And did I lose my stream or did I lose my phone? So I just need to check my... Okay, nope, I didn't lose my stream. I probably lost my phone. So give me a second so I can reset my phone. Because I lost the stream on my phone. So bear with me till I clear everything off my phone. It disconnects from the Wi-Fi quite often. Alright, I think my phone is back being reset. Sorry about that. So let's get... Do I have a factory close by that takes these workers? If I can get myself out of the parking lot. Do I have any factories close that take the workers? If not, we're just going to drive the bus around. I think my orchards or the greenhouses or something's back here. The orchards might be back here, yeah. We could drop this load off at the orchards. Make sure, because I haven't really tested any of these triggers. We'll drop this load of workers off. And the bus should empty. Alright, so we got workers in that orchard. So I want to jump out of here a minute. I'm going to go over to my test area where all my factories are. This sign over here on this building flickers, but I've played around with it for a couple days and I can't seem to fix it. So we're going to play around with that sign and see if we can get it to stop flickering. Even if I have to change the sign out. But quality first. Let's see what I did to quality first. So she's saying it's not showing. So planters is showing clay. Soar pipe. Is showing red brick is showing clay. I think I'm missing sand. No, sand and clay. I don't know what she's talking about. It's showing sand and it's showing clay. Oh, I'm missing it in the overall production. All right, that's an easy fix. Let's fix quality first. And if you haven't seen these, quality first makes, I'll spawn one out. Makes planters, sewer pipe, water pipe, red bricks, and pavers. So it makes planters. These planters are direct sell. You can sell that planter. Sewer pipe is used to build other factories. Water pipe is used to build other factories. The bricks will be used to build other factories. And then the pavers will be used to build other factories. So that is quality first. But let's get out of here. And I do have you on Windows, so we're good there. So let's go to Placeables. Let's go to quality first. And let's see why. I think I forgot to add just the sand and the clay to the overall production. So production line 1, we're using clay to make planters. Production line 2, we're using concrete to make sewer pipe. We're using plastic to make water pipe. We're using clay to make the red bricks. We're using sand and clay to make the pavers. And this is the overall production line. This is just for your global company menu. I forgot to add sand and clay. So I just need to copy these down to here and then save this. And then we take this one, we delete. We'll zip this back up. And then we'll take this one and we'll throw it back into our test map. We overwrite the one that's in there, and we'll go back in and we'll check the global company menu to make sure we have our sand and our clay is now showing. And then I'm going to get out of here for the night. I've been in this desk chair now for about 12 hours, between somewhere around 11 or 12 hours. So I'm going to get out of here for the night as soon as we test this. Tomorrow we'll finish the hollow map, and then I'll make any changes to the Ridgeville map that we find in testing tonight. I'm really hopeful we can get it to our testers tomorrow. So let me get a little bit of speed. I mean, I can get it to the Patreons tomorrow. Alright, so you are quality first. So now you should show, so now you're showing sand and clay in the overall production. So that's what it should show. Alright, so I was just missing those 2 lines. Alright. Before I get out of here, Winston, that all? Yeah. If I sit at it much longer today, I'll be useless tomorrow. Is there since I'm in my test map, is there anything anybody else wants to see before I get out of here? If not, I'm going to call it a night. And I'm going to get out of here. Because I would have been out of here in another half an hour anyway. I'm just going to cut it about a half an hour short. So I am going to get out of my game. I appreciate PA Plugger. Catch you later. Thank you. We'll pick it up tomorrow as long as the Wi-Fi holds out and I can stream. The weekends are really, really bad. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's really hard for me to stream. The Wi-Fi and the internet just are pathetic on the weekends for me for some reasons. But I will try my best to get in here tomorrow. We'll clean up anything on Ritchieville that has to be cleaned up that is found in testing tonight. We'll finish up the hollow map because I think the only thing left on the hollow map, I'll go through my notes one more time, is we have to fix quality first, rebuild quality first, because it has to make all the new product. And then we can jump in and we can start testing the hollow. So we'll create a test map for hollow tomorrow. We'll start testing the warehouse. Anything we changed in hollow, we can start testing tomorrow. So it won't take me long. Probably about 2 hours to finish. Maybe an hour and a half. Hour and a half. Somewhere between 1 and 2 hours to rebuild quality first. Then we can really start testing the hollow map. I would love to get the hollow map in testing tomorrow. I would love to get next weekend. I would love to release Ritchieville and Ritchie Hollow 4.0 is my goal. Now I'm going to take a day or two off, and then I'll start rebuilding the islands map. But I wish everybody a good night. We'll catch you all tomorrow.